Hello, my name is and I hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm currently living in a smallish town in Wisconsin, but I felt I have a lot of funny / heartwarming or even heartbreaking stories I could tell you. I wanted to start this channel to get them to you firsthand. I want to be the one to tell you. I want you to know by the source and not through some other person's voice. So, without further ado, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a very reclusive person. As many people would tell you, if I don't have to leave my comfort zone, I won't. There have been very few times in my life where I felt that I had truly left my comfort zone, and most of them have been for things that fall into some form of my interests. As I will get into more detail, I enjoy singing. My wife can confirm that. I enjoy singing to everything that comes on the radio, and I enjoy all kinds of music. But my personal taste in music is a little odd. My favorite music is a cappella music. I enjoy just listening to choirs sing a cappella. I enjoy listening to different college a cappella groups. I enjoy listening to music groups like Home Free and Pentatonics and Voice Play and the Philharmonics, just people like that. I enjoy listening to the human voice. Music has always been a giant part of my life and continues to play a huge factor in everything I do. I love listening to music and hearing new music. I especially love music when it comes to video games. Video games provide a way for me to feel calm. In times when I feel like I have no control over any aspects of my life, video games gave me an escape. They let me befriend small creatures and help them to grow and become even better. They let me see the true depravity of people when put into situations that no one ever thinks of as possible. Best of all, they frickin' let you pet dogs on the go. Best game ever in my opinion. Just kidding, of course. But you get the idea. Not everything has to be super serious. Not everything has to have a complex storyline to be good. Some games are good just because you get attached to characters that have no backstory or anything attached to them. Games have become a vital part of my life because it gives me a place to just immensely focus and then just lose it all. Losing it all is what I enjoy most about nature. You go on these hikes and you go into the mountains and you can just see these different animals and trees, and you can just look over creation and see the beauty of the earth. I see these wonderful things below and I am in awe. The beauty of the earth is so amazing that nothing man can create could compare. I was able to travel across the western part of the United States. I grew up mainly in Wisconsin, where one would see primarily grasslands and not very many hills and bluffs in my area. I grew up in an area of farming country, so it was pretty flat. When I went out to see the rest of the United States and saw the desert for the first time, I nearly exploded. The beauty in the sand, the beauty in what seemed like endless highway in an undisturbed place. These places seemed untouched, besides the roads. And at some of these rest stops, you could just see the beauty that was the desert. I also got to stop a little in Colorado, and while there, seeing the mountains that intermingle with rivers and grass, it was just some of the most beautiful pieces of nature I've yet to see. My journeys, and even in my life, have just taught me that what I appreciate most about nature are the mountains. I just see these things as the pinnacle of something even more grand. I have truly lived a blessed life, and maybe some would say a grand life. I have gotten the opportunity to go across the country and help others out. I've gotten to see different things, and I've also gotten to experience different things that I never thought would be possible. The best part of my life has to be when I met my wife. We met because of my siblings. Now, she worked for the high school I went to, but I didn't know her while I was there. My siblings had set us up one summer, and I said, screw it, why not? We clicked right away. We shared many interests, so this helped, thankfully. Our first date, we played Magic the Gathering, and she gave me this cool little die. We then would take our second date on my brother's senior skip day, and we went to a zoo/water park. Now, besides my lovely wife, I have in my family 3 sisters, 1 older and 2 younger, and 1 younger brother. My older sister is married and has a son, and are currently expecting a couple more actually. They're moving constantly right now, so it's interesting to see where they'll end up. She's a nutritionist, so my fat ass definitely appreciates her. My younger brother is part of the National Guard, but is also studying to be a teacher currently. He may be getting deployed, but honestly, I pray that he doesn't. Not because I don't think it's a great honor, but because as his brother, I constantly worry about his safety when he's at home. And if he's away, no matter what happens, I'll feel awful, not just for myself, but especially for my mom if he passes. My brother's an interesting person. I'm not just talking about his ambitions or what he's currently doing, but I'm talking about his personality. Now, he has ADD and may be autistic, but damn, this boy says everything with confidence, and you wouldn't realize that anything is wrong in his mind. I remember one time he was talking to this one girl, an acquaintance of mine, and she was having a very rough time of it. I think she either just broke up with someone, or maybe she was broken up with, but either way, a very rough time. And my brother said something that in my mind was just the most stupid thing to say to a person who was in that state. I was about to go over them, slap him lightly, and be like, dude, don't say that f***ing shit. Then all of a sudden she started laughing. And I was just like, well, shit. If it works for you, go ahead and do it. But my brother has many more experiences like that, where his thoughts just come out of his head, and it's like nothing's wrong at all. Now, I have 2 younger sisters. The older of the younger sister is a nice enough person, but the only problem is she's apathetic towards herself. She just doesn't care what happens. She seems to think that everything is okay if she just thinks it is, and it is causing things to start to break down in herself, like her knees. Now, my youngest sister, holy crap, is she a giant ball of frickin' sass. Maybe it helps that she's the last one left, but she turned into this person who has developed this amazing way of just saying things as she sees it. She has a bit of an anxiety issue, which I get. She has a bit of misophonia. We both do, but hers is way more extreme degree than mine, and she'll start getting extremely panicked if she hears people chewing very loudly, so I try to be considerate. Personally, I still don't even know my in-laws that well yet, so when I do, I may talk about them. But looking at this intro, quote-unquote, I see that it's running a little long, so I think I'm going to end it right here. But thank you guys for listening. Love y'all, stay safe, and I hope that y'all have a beautiful day.